Come on, Grace. Come on. Come on, come on, Gracie. So here we have again Mollie, Micky, Gracie, and 2 babies, as we're going to have for a few days, at least for a while. Oh, indeed. Well, the others have just had a good run. I did take the 2 babies, Jacob and Teri, for the whack-a-ball as well. Of course, they didn't have a clue what to do, but I'm going to keep on taking them to it. They're going to figure it out. They will. They'll figure it out. I mean, like here, they run with the other dogs. The other dogs are running, they run. So they're going to figure out they can run. Just run. You don't need to actually get the ball. Just go for a run, enjoy that. Enjoy playing chase with the others. They will do that. Right. I've not looked at the news today at all. Well, normally I don't actually. I normally just catch a few clips of things on things like talk radio. Or when I go on YouTube, sometimes they have news channels with anything that comes up. Yeah, there might be something big, news story that then comes up on your YouTube channel. That's one of the things to watch. And of course, there was the thing about the Plymouth situation, shooting there. Yeah, initially the reports on talk radio were saying it's a 5-year-old girl that was killed. It was actually a 3-year-old girl with her father. Both died. Both were killed. One thing I would say with regards to this situation is that people have to be very, very respectful to everyone involved in this situation. Don't try and make the shooter out to be a monster, because at the moment, certainly even now, we have no idea. His motive is really between him and God. Yeah. Right? We have no idea what his motive was or why he did it. The news was saying the other day that he was involved in incel. So I think that's a red herring. I don't think it's got anything to do with anything at all. I think that's just the news trying to make a big drama out of it, saying maybe because he hated women he did what he did. But then why kill a father and daughter? A young 3-year-old child and her father. If it's incel related, why kill them? Yeah. The problem is with news channels, they want to sell their story. That's what it is. They want you listening to their channel, not the other channel. So if they can dramatise the story a bit more than the other channel can, then yeah, if they can get you that way, they don't care. Well, who's going to sue them? The bloke's dead. So is his mum, right? His mum can't exactly sue on his behalf. She's dead. He killed her first. So, realistically speaking, they can say whatever they want, and they're going to say whatever they want. They really are. They don't have to be honest. I mean, how often are these people, BBC or ITV, Channel 4, whatever, how often are they sued for reporting in this manner? They're not, are they? They should be, but they're not. Well, they should be sued by the victims' families. If their reporting is sensational or anything like that, you know, and wrong, they should be sued by their families as, you know, trying to make airtime out of the loss of, you know, these people that are now dead. But again, I mean, one thing it does show is that life is incredibly blinking short. It can be. It can be. I mean, for God's sake, who would have thought that a 3-year-old girl would end her life on that day? That her life would be over? Nobody would have thought that, would they? Nobody would have considered that could be a possibility, and yet it was. But she's up with God now. She's going to have no more suffering in her life in any way, shape or form. Nothing. No suffering at all. She's going to be with the angels and with Yeshua, with God. She's going to have a wonderful time up there. Hopefully her grandparents are up there, or great-grandparents, and hopefully her dad's there as well. Hopefully. Yeah. Hi, Teri. What are you doing waiting there for me? Are you waiting for your dad? Okay. Good girl. Good girl, Teri Toos. Oh, it's a tragedy, of course it is. I mean, yeah, the mother of the little girl and perhaps the wife, I'm not too sure whether he was married or separated, I don't know. I mean, you never know nowadays, do you? But but certainly the mother of the girl, possibly the wife of the father, and the grandparents, especially his parents, if they're still alive, losing their son and their granddaughter. Oh, Jesus. Awful situation. Just terrible. Just terrible. There's no way of trying to understand what these people are going through, because unless you've been through it or anything like it, you'd never be able to understand it, would you? That's the simple situation. You'd never be able to understand that at all. Behave. Oi, play nicely. Do good babies, play nicely. Am I cry? You on walkies? Yeah. Told you to get walkies, didn't you, cry, eh? I said you'd be having walkies, didn't I, Bubs? Hey, nice little walkies from Mollie Kylie. Hey, not too much running around, just nice, gentle walkies from Mollie Kylie. Hey. Hi. Well, she's got boobies now, so she's close to having puppies. That day is quite close, probably about 3 days' time, I guess. Alright, so nice, gentle walkies. This will probably be her last big run, actually, so yeah. Yeah, it'll just be the four of them. Yeah, Micky, Gracie, and these two. Terrors. Come on, Teri Ball. Come on, Chewie. Jacob. Enough. Teri. When I say enough, it means enough. Play nicely. Can't spend the whole walkies fighting. You can do that when you're playing in the garden at home. Don't you do that here, do you, really? I mean, look, with regards to that situation with that killer, it's certainly a case, 22 years of age. I mean, yeah. I've said before about how did he have a license to carry a weapon at 22 years of age. He wasn't an ex-serviceman, I don't think, or anything like that. So it's ridiculous that he had a license to carry a shotgun. What would he need a shotgun for? At 22 years of age? Don't know. No idea. But anyhow, as I said before, yeah, there is going to be. How would you put it? I think it is a case where society is in pain right now. That's a certainty. That's one way to put it. Society certainly has been in pain. We're coming out of pain, but we're coming out of pain in the sense that, you know, some people, now you're allowed to go and party and, you know, go to nightclubs and that sort of stuff and drink with mates. Some people are going to go over the top and be way too much drinky. And so they're going to damage their livers. That sort of thing is going to happen. Of course, you know, they're going to have a horrendous life because of the damage they're going to do to themselves. Because basically a lot of people just have the attitude right now of sod it. You know, they've been restrained in the past, but then suddenly, you know, their version of restrained is taken the piss out of by the government, basically. When the government says, you think that's restrained, you wait till you see what we've got coming. Everyone, the whole society has to be completely restrained. No pubs, no restaurants, no nightclubs, no getting together, no seeing faces. No remembering that people have got noses or anything like that. You know, no seeing anyone smile. I mean, seeing someone smile is one of the most beautiful things you can see in society. That's been taken away. Yeah. But promoting hopelessness, I think, is one of the biggest things that governments should be charged with and should be held accountable for. Because what happens is, if you promote hope, so if you say, okay, we're having a lockdown, but we're just doing this to, you know, control, but once the numbers come down, we'll be opened up. Then people start seeing the numbers coming down, and as soon as we're due to open up, hope is taken away. And then again, same thing happens. Then again, same thing happens. Then again, same thing happens. You keep on dangling the carrot of hope and then dragging it away, because the people in power, see, what's it all been about? It's all been about a power play, you see. As soon as you have a vaccine, as soon as you had the vaccine, as soon as the people over the age of 50 have been vaccinated, first jab even, open up. There's no reason to be closed now. No reason whatsoever. No, there's no reason at all to be closed. Come this way. Am I coy? You got afty pufties. Mollie, you got afty pufties. You go home and get dinky, don't we? I need to put a drink in this car actually, because I'm taking a Civic everywhere. Well, the reason is I've got it for MOT. It's slightly cheaper to run than the other one. It's got better miles per gallon. It's a lighter car, certainly. And so I might as well just use that. Really, rather than using two, if I'm taking them out in smaller groups right now, I don't need to use a bigger car right now, do I? So just leave that there. Use it once a week or twice a week if I go with Stuart for a walk, and then, just use the Civic in between times for what I need. Come this way. So I should really take some drinks in the car with some of the bowls. Indeed. Oi, 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 oi! Get here, idiot! Oi, get here! Jacob, no more! Teri, no more! She got her leg caught in his harness. Pack it up! How many times? You're just getting hurt, idiots. Pack it up. Dozy dog, go for a run. Go for a run, go on. I think you're fighting all the time. Stop it. You start to wrestle with him, you're going to get your leg caught in his harness again, nutter. I've loosened it so he can grow, because it was getting a bit tight on him, because he'd been growing. He's a lump now. He is. He's an absolute lump. He's getting there. Size-wise, he's growing quite nicely now. And so she's starting to grow, so that's good. Indeed. Right. So anyway, so back using that car, yeah. It just makes sense, really. Miles per gallon is so much better with it. Yeah, just use that. Yeah. But no, so I was saying about the pain that society's in, well, we've had riots, we've had protests, but angry protests. So I wouldn't say riots, but angry protests. Because people are incredibly frustrated, and when people lose hope, when you dangle hope and then take it away, hopelessness is terrible. But as I say, with this person, why did he do what he did? Shooting his mum, that's one thing, right? You can understand that quite often, children, parents, that sort of stuff, that can happen. And so, that's understandable. Father with a daughter, that doesn't make sense. And then go to one other place, go to a park and shoot a few people there, go to another place, shoot a few people, then shoot yourself. Why not shoot yourself after shooting your mum? If you're going to shoot yourself, you're going to kill yourself anyway. Why try and take out these extra people? That's the point. I mean, the news people, stop trying to get inside his head. You can't. You can't understand for a second why he did that. It makes no sense. These sort of things never really make sense. When people go into schools in America and start shooting schools up, it makes no sense. The only time it does make sense is when it's a kid that's being bullied relentlessly through school, and the school's done nothing about it, and the other students have done nothing about it, and they've sort of just laughed at them. And if that's a shooter, then it's understandable. Then you say to the school, serves you bloody right. Because certainly that American school system, it's a bit rotten, isn't it, really? It's a rotten system. You know, when you've got the point that the athletes, the footballers, you know, the basketball players are the heroes of the school. And they can do basically whatever they want. Certainly they have done in the past. You know, if they choose to bully people because they've got the size, because they go to the gym, they take voids and stuff like that, they have done in the past. Well, certainly if you want to be, you know, the big star in American football, certainly in that, you've got to be big. The bigger you are, the better. Gracie, here. Come here, Grace. Come here, Bubba girl. Right, let's go back over here. Come on. Go back this way. Let's come along here. Let's go back now. Yeah, and then obviously bullying is a big thing in those schools. Massive thing in those schools. Mollie spotted a butterfly. You spotted a butterfly, Mollie. Did you spot a butterfly? Did you? Hey, a butterfly. Yes. It's a butterfly. Come on, it won't hurt you. It won't hurt you. It's not good food either. It's just wing. There's hardly any body to it at all. Hardly any body whatsoever. Don't bother with that. Mr. Mouse. Come on, Mr. Mouse. Wait there. Wait there. Now, as I say, with those situations, it's understandable if a kid's been bullied, but generally speaking, it just blows the mind. I think, well, why would someone do that? You know, people go to a concert in Manchester and start shooting people. Why? Was that what happened in Manchester? That was a long time ago. It's a concert, wasn't it, by the American lass. I think American or Canadian, I'm not sure where she's from. Yeah. But again, why would you do that? You've got to have some sort of psychotic notions in your head to do that, really. A bit crazy. So as I say, how can you understand crazy? You just can't. Certainly if you are trying to put it across from a news point of view, and to why a person did that, you're not going to be able to delve that dark, are you? Wait, leave. Come. Come, Grace. Come, my Koi. Come, my Koi. You're going that way. Go on. Go on, Jen. 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 Oh, we've got all of them. I just saw, where's Jacob? He was only. I think we're going that way. Hi, Grace. This one I'll go for another walkies later. Betty Buy's time. The other lot will go for a wacky ball just beforehand. Right, Teri. Teri too, she okay, bub? Well, she got her foot caught, didn't she? Had a bit of ouchie. Being dragged to it. Oi, leave it. Jacob. Jacob. Oi, Jacob, come here. Was you bad? Did I say no? Come here, Jacob. Jacob. Oi, Jakes. Get here. Come here. Use your toe, Jakes. Use your toe. Don't be a bad boy. Use your toe. Go on you go. On you go. Apart from you, Mollie Collie, you went with Dad. Hey, you walk with Daddy. Mollie Collie. You're going as fast as you can, Mollie Collie. Oh yeah. Mollie Collie going as fast as you can right now, ain't you, Bubs? Hey? Yeah, Mollie Collie. Yeah, my Collie. Love it, loves. I have to say, I'm very surprised we haven't seen more of that sort of stuff, though, especially in places like America. People just shooting the crap out of, you know, whatever, shopping malls, that sort of place. Yeah, because, as I say, there was a frustration, there was an anger, resentment towards authority, whatever you might put it, especially with regards to COVID restrictions, that sort of stuff. It's been a year and a half. It's been a long time, really. You know, as I say, the people with power don't really want to give it back. I respect Biden because I don't like Biden in the sense that I think he's too old for the position of president. I do. I think he's a bit... I'm not sure if his mind's completely there. Yeah. Well, I mean, I suppose people joke about him in a way of saying his mind isn't completely there. That's probably why you think maybe his mind isn't completely there. But he did take the troops out of Afghanistan. But of course, that meant that the Taliban have now taken over. Then again, of course they have. Of course they have. It's their land. Pretty much, right? Leave it to Pakistan and places like that to deal with. It's their problem. They were the ones basically supporting the Taliban when the Americans went in. They were the ones basically housing them and making sure that the Americans couldn't get them. Let them deal with it. They put sanctions on Pakistan to deal with it. I mean, Pakistan government, oh, what a despicable government that is. You know? Supporting the Taliban, I understand to a certain degree, they live in the region. They don't really want terrorists attacking their country. I understand that. Oh, it's difficult, isn't it, really? Really is difficult. But, say Biden was brave in making that decision. You know, Obama never did it, said he would, but never did. Trump never did it. Biden really straight away when he came in said, right, we're going to finish this situation over there. You know, the Afghani army have had long enough to learn. Either they're going to take it over or they're never going to. So we have to basically just cut the rope now. Yeah, that was brave. He also did that with regards to COVID. He said, right, we're going to take away restrictions now. Now, that was the government that was willing to give power back. That was saying we don't want to hold on to power. Of course, Trump wanted all the power he could get. So it's good that Biden has basically said, no, you have the power back. You get to make decisions in your life. If you want to be reckless with your health, go for it. It's up to you. Yeah. Well, in America, it makes more sense because in America they don't have a national health service, and people have to pay, generally speaking, for their hospital visits. Wait, leave it now. Walk away. Leave it. Walk away. I don't know what you're eating, but leave it. Jacob, learn to do as you're told. Leave. When I say leave, leave. Right? You're told, Jakes. No, as I say, in that country, yeah. If you have to pay for your hospital visits, then people are more likely to be sensible. And say, look, if I've got to be in hospital under intensive care for 10 days with a ventilator, I've got to pay for that when I get out. You know, if I get out, that is. You know, so do I want to run the risk of being stupid and getting COVID and having all the repercussions of that and the bad version of COVID, or should I just go and get the vaccine? You know, vaccine's free, just go and get it. You know, I think it's free in America. Not sure, but in Australia they got a problem with the vaccine. Jacob, come this way. Jacob, come boy, good boy. It's better. Well done, Jakes. Well, because the politicians in Australia have just basically gone right onto the anti-vaccination crap and been spewing all that stuff. And yeah, any time that anyone in Europe has said, oh, the AstraZeneca vaccine could be harmful, yeah, the politicians in Australia have just taken it up because you've got state and then you've got the governance. Yeah, the state have been very, very quick to stand up and say, no, you can't have that because it'll kill you. And of course the people are saying, okay, we don't want that then, it'll kill us. Oh, well, what about this other version? Oh no, we don't want that because that'll kill us as well. How do we know? If that one will kill us, that probably will do as well. You know? So now, as a country, they are really knackered. But they're knackered by their politicians. The fear spreading on all that crap about vaccine. Right, Grace? Yeah, so Australia, trying to open up their economy. Yeah, that's not going to happen because whenever they try to open up, Gracie here, they have issues with COVID again. Right, because as I say, they've made sure, states and governments made sure to speak against it, to turn people against taking the vaccine. Yeah, so now they're trying to pay people $300 to get the vaccine. That's one of the ideas. Come on this way. One of the ideas now is say to people, we'll give you $300 if you get the vaccine. Well, you could have just not spread all the crap about it, couldn't you, really? Idiots. It's going to cost a fortune to do that. Yeah. Again, what should they do? If they have to do that, they need to fine every single politician equal amount. Yeah, basically split the cost of what it's going to cost the nation and divide it into amounts for every politician to pay. They get no wages during that period of time. None at all. They have to pay that back. Because they're the ones who are spreading fear. They're the ones who turn people against the vaccine. Make them pay for it. I guarantee you do that very, very quickly. You know, politicians won't be spreading that sort of crap. Grace, come, Babs. Good morning, Grace. Now that's it. If you hold people accountable, including politicians, including, as I said earlier, TV presenters, if you sue them for giving misinformation or for trying to sensationalise a story that really needs to be just dealt with in a sensitive manner, then they will stop doing that, won't they? They will learn. They will learn and they'll stop doing that sort of stuff. That's what you want. You want them to learn, you want them to stop doing that sort of stuff. Because that really isn't very good at all. But so with politicians spreading fear, we don't need that. Again, anyone who's in the UK, anyone whose family member has suffered because of the advice of Sage, which has been completely and utterly wrong on every single occasion, they should have the right to sue Sage. You know, basically close that company and any other company that's given bad advice and kept giving bad advice, then sue the government because the government went by that advice. And there was other advice coming in that was going in the opposite direction. The government just bowed down and said, yeah, we're going to accept Sage. We're going to go with the fear rather than the sensible middle of the road faith sort of area. We're going to have faith in our hospitals, we're going to have faith in our system. No, they said we're going to go with fear instead. We're going to spread that crap. No, they should be held accountable for that. They really should. Not my collie, it's starting to rain a bit. Yeah, just a bit. Just a bit, Mollie Collie. Hey, just a bit, my girl. Right, well there you go. I'm going to end this video now. You take care, God bless, and I will speak to you soon. Bye bye.